Good morning, guys. So I look like I just crawled out of the depths of hell because I'm sick. Um, but over the weekend here in our little community, a 13-year-old boy committed suicide. And I don't know the details around the suicide. I don't know what led this boy to think that his life was worthless. But this is what happened. And we got an automated school call. So I was made aware that this boy went to my daughter's school, my 13-year-old daughter's school. I don't know that she knew him, but I do know that I wonder if there were any red flags. If this boy had reached out for help and was turned down, if this boy had mentioned that he wanted to die and people acted as if he just wanted attention. I wonder if he was bullied or abused. I'm wondering all these things because I'm a parent of a teenage girl. I'm a parent of a 13-year-old girl, and I couldn't imagine waking up and seeing that and thinking to myself, why did this happen? So if this was a bully issue, which generally a lot of the times it is, a lot of the times it's a bully issue. I sat my kids down when I heard this story over the weekend. I sat my kids down and I said, look, if you see a little kid sitting over there on the floor by himself crying, or he's just upset, and nobody talks to him, or people go by and throw things at him, go and be his friend, even if your friends tell you not to. Go and be that friend, because even if you're their only friend, you can make a world of difference in that person's life. I want my kids to encourage. I want my kids to love everybody. I don't want my kids to ever hate somebody for the color of their skin or their economic status or their sexual orientation. I'm raising my kids to love, because so many people, they just don't care. And there are parents out there that condone bullying and teach their kids directly to bully. I've seen it. And you suck as parents. The parents that do that, you suck. Clearly somebody went wrong with you, and you projected that off onto your own child, and that's not okay. It's not ever okay to teach your child to hate. And so encourage your kids to be that change, because we're going to end up raising a generation of entitled assholes if we don't, And the world's never going to become a better place if we don't start with the children, because the youth is the next set. They're the next set to become president, to become Congress. Do something. Please talk to your kids about suicide awareness. Teach them how to look for red flags. If you don't know what the red flags are, there are suicide awareness websites you can get on, and they will teach you red flags. Tell your child, if you hear somebody talking about hurting themselves, go report it immediately. If you don't feel like you know what to say in that moment, that's fine, but go tell an adult. Get that person some help, because I'm really wondering if this tragedy could have been prevented. And it hurts my heart. 13. This boy is not going to graduate high school. He's not going to get married. He's not going to have children. He's not going to be the president that he, might have been able to be. His whole life was completely cut off because something happened to make him think that his life was just not worth living anymore. And that bothers me as a mom and as a human being. It really does bother my soul. So please talk to your kids. Call a suicide hotline. If you see this and you feel suicidal, whether you're a child or not, call a suicide hotline. Please get help, because your life is worth it. Every single life is worth it. But you got to ask for that help. You got to ask for it or you won't receive it. So please, if you know somebody that's suicidal, go get help. If you're suicidal, please go get help. You can even talk to me. I talk to everybody. I love everybody. For every single kind of person people are, I love everybody. And I don't like stories like this. They crush me. And so reach out, get some help. And I don't know who needs to hear this today, but your life is amazing, and you are amazing, and you are loved by the universe, by me, by lots of people that you probably don't even realize love you so much. So please go get help, because you're worth it. You always have been, and you're always going to be, no matter what. You're not a loser. You're not less important than anybody else. So I just had to share that. I'm sorry I rambled on, but it's a lot to take in when you have a 13-year-old child, and then you wonder, am I going to have to console my daughter? Did my daughter know this kid? Is she going to come home crying, saying, Mom, I don't know why he would want to do that? You know? So I still don't know if she knew him or not. But I do know that I sat my kids down and I made them aware of suicide. And I made them aware that they need to love one another, because it can stop things like this from happening. Talk to your kids. Be aware. Be aware, please. And hopefully tragedies like this can be prevented in the future. So anyway, I love every single one of you, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy Tuesday. Bye.